Should you plunk down $80 for that wine glass designed specifically for Bulgarian huckleberry wine? Hi, I'm Tommy, and this is Pocket Wine School, where we learn all about wine without all the goofy wine speak. Right now, we're talking about the many shapes and sizes of wine glass, and whether any of them are better to drink out of than a red Solo cup. And if you want twice-weekly videos about all things wine, click like and subscribe, and I'll love you forever. So what are the different wine glasses? In general, here are the shapes and the theory behind them. Sparkling glasses are tall and thin to preserve the bubbles and to give those bubbles a further distance to travel to stir up those aromas. White wine glasses are also small, but with a larger bowl than those sparkling flutes. Supposedly, this helps keep the wines cooler and concentrates those fruity and floral aromas. Finally, red wine glasses are the biggest of all, designed to pool enough aromas to knock your socks off. And that's not to mention itty-bitty dessert glasses and stemless glassware. But wait! There's more. In 1958, Riedel introduced the Burgundy Grand Cru wine glass, designed just for Burgundy wines. And it was such a hit, 10 other wine-specific glasses followed. There was the Alsace glass, the Bordeaux glass. By 1986, Riedel had moved on to grape-specific glasses with its Vinum series, and other winemakers soon followed suit. There was a Chardonnay glass, a Cabernet glass, an Albarino glass, a Nebbiolo glass, and its turtles all the way down. This was based on the idea that the shape of the glass influenced the nature and direction of the aromas. Riedel took it one further and separated all of these wines into 4 glassware-friendly categories: fruity and floral, earthy and spicy, oaky and tannic, and finally, alcoholic. This idea has so dominated the industry that other glassware makers, just in order to preserve a chunk of the market share, have done a complete 180 and designed glassware specifically to be universal. What do wine experts say? Sommeliers claim they can definitely tell the difference. Sommeliers claim a lot of things. And maybe you're a diehard glassware nerd. I'd love to hear why in the comments below. But what does the science say? Blind tasting studies certainly have been done, and it's important to note that we're not talking about the let's identify the wine without looking at the label kind that you see in the movies, but more a let's blindfold this guy and stick a glass under his nose. And what do these studies say? They say, not so fast. There may be a difference, but it's a slight one. Moreover, many of the claims that the shape of the glass forces the wine onto specific parts of the tongue is based on the old tongue map idea that you probably learned about in 4th grade health class, and which is about as accurate as Columbus's map to the Indies. Scientists at UC Davis, which houses perhaps the United States' most celebrated wine school, actually brought out a gas chromatograph to analyze the difference in volatile aroma compounds in these different glasses, and actually found a difference, albeit a very slight one. Now, maybe you carry a gas chromatograph with you to the bar. I don't judge. The important question is, if the variation is that small, can people actually tell the difference? People have wildly different abilities to smell. First off, there are the wine experts, who include not just sommeliers, but all other kinds of wine specialists who don't actually work in hotels or restaurants. These people likely got into the game because they do have a keen ability to smell, but they're also usually training their noses in some way every day. And there are plenty of people outside the wine world who have unusually keen senses of smell. Maybe they can smell dog sweat on a mushroom at 400 paces. But as human beings, our senses of smell have taken a distant second to our sense of sight. Which brings me to my next point. Perception does matter. The prize-winning science of behavioral economics has shown us time and time again that our eyes, our viewpoints, and our expectations can trick us into perceiving things that aren't there. If we believe it's there, we put it there. And that's okay up to a degree and in harmless situations, like choosing glassware. So do you need that Bulgarian huckleberry wine glass? Probably not. But if you want it and can afford it, go ahead, knock yourself out. If you don't, the wine probably will. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you'd like to learn more about wine from the Pocket Wine School, and remember to rock out with your cork out.